We're so glad you're spending time with us today. Your support is always appreciated here at CSL. Remember, there's several ways to give. As you watch today's service, you can click on the donate button right here on Facebook or donate at our homepage, cslftl.org. There's also a regular giving program called TPL, where you can set up a monthly contribution. You'll find details on our website, cslftl.org. Here's a great way to stay in touch with CSL Center for Spiritual Living. It's our brand new app available in the App Store under Center for Spiritual Living, FL, and that's Florida. Make sure you say hello to everyone today in the comment section and let us know your thoughts. We're so glad you're here. Enjoy the celebration. Yes. Reflections all. Welcome. Good morning, everyone. Let's stand up and do our congregational song. Spirit is in this place.
Yes, it is.
Good to see everyone.
Come on.
Have come here as we are.
CSL. I'm Greg Kozlowski, and it is always a pleasure to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living Sunday morning celebration service. And we know that it's not always a celebration. Sometimes we're going through some stuff. But for whatever your reason for being here or watching us online, we're really glad you're here. And you know, if this is your first time, we have a really cool gift for you. If you're here in the sanctuary and it is your first time, we have an awesome set of mala beads. They can be used in your prayer or meditation practice, and it's just our way of saying thank you for being here with us today. So in just a moment, our ushers will be around, and they'll give you a little packet that'll have the mala beads and a little card that if you'll fill it out and turn it in the offering basket at the end of the service, we would really appreciate it. So if it is your first time, please stand so our ushers can find you and so we can give you a nice warm CSL welcome. Do you have any? If you're watching us for the first time online and you're watching us on Facebook, please note that in the comment section and we will be reaching out to you. And remember, you can also go to cslftl.org. While you're there, be sure to sign up for the monthly newsletter. It's a great way to keep in touch with what's happening here at the center. And if you happen to be watching on Facebook, be sure to like us and share us with all of your Facebook friends. Did I get everything? So here at the Center for Spiritual Living, we're not just a bunch of pretty faces. We have an intention and an intention statement that goes with that. So if everyone will please stand, say the intention statement with me, then turn and you greet your neighbor with a hello, a namaste, or a stay away, if you're practicing social distancing. So who are we, CSL? We are a loving and diverse spiritual community dedicated to personal growth, healing, and service.
I know you think I got it all figured out, 'cause I walk around with my head in the clouds, but I'm just a boy with my heart pouring out of his head. I wish that you could see the pain that I've seen, all the times I spent not being me. I hope you know that it's not always happy in my head, 'cause I don't know the perfect road to go down, but I know I'm trying my best to be okay. I'm trying my best, but every day it's so hard, and I'm holding my breath till I can say all of the words I want to say from my heart. If you really wanted, I could let you inside. It's been so long, I've got nothing left to hide. Would you believe me if I told you that I've got flaws? Now it's time to let the curtains unfold and feel all the stories I didn't want told, and let it all as I unburden my soul. I won't stop, 'cause I don't know the perfect road to go down, but I know I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be okay. I'm trying my best, but every day it's so hard. And I'm holding my breath till I can say all of the words I want to say from my heart. Now I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to be okay. Trying my best, but every day it's so hard. And I'm holding my breath till I can say all of the words I want to say from my heart. From my heart.
Wow. Good morning, CSL. You know, I was very excited yesterday because I was going to experience my first hurricane. I am so glad y'all did your best and didn't let Ian, is it Ian? Ian deter you. What was it? Ian did not deter you from coming out today. It's Fiona. See, I didn't even know what the hurricane was. I didn't even know the name, but I got all my water. I was ready. I got my candles. Boy. But I was more excited that it actually made a little bit of a turn and got out of the way. And I'm grateful that I did not get to experience my first hurricane. But I was ready. I was ready. Here at CSL, we have 7 core values we live by. We like to expand our conscious awareness with, and they are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, sacred service, diversity, and inclusivity. And today we're going to focus in on healing. And some of you know that I'm a healer, and I have gone through an initiation to become a shaman, and I believe in the shamanic work. I believe in the work that we do. And I work with a lot of healing in the chakra system. And chakra simply means wheel of energy. Because everything that we experience is energy. Everything that we are is energy. The vibrations and experiences that we hear and the words we speak is all about energy. Part of the healing of the chakra system is clearing that energy that could feel stuck. So we have the root chakra, and if you go to the root and the base of the chakra, right around the groin area, right around the lower back, that is the color red. Each chakra has a color. The element of this is feeling safe, is feeling grounded. And there is a sound with each and every chakra. So in the root chakra, the sound is lam. If you go to the sacral chakra that's around the belly button area, right around here, it's about feeling and giving emotion. It's about connection. It's about intimacy. The color is orange, like CSL. And that word that we hear, the vibration we hear is vam. The solar plexus right here is the yellow. It's about our vitality. It's about our energy. That energy level we can feel, we can connect with. When it's feeling down, we can actually tap on it. We're going to do a little bit of tapping later on. And that sound is rum. If we go up to the heart, this is one of my favorite chakras, is green. And in the heart, we hear the sound of yum. That is the yumminess of the heart. I love that. And then when we move up to the throat chakra, that is the color of blue. And that word that we hear is hum. So we think about a clear communication, the hum of life. And then when we move up into the third eye, that is where we get to that word that we hear so often. It's aum. And that's how we really pronounce it, is aum, the A-U-M, which we say om together. And we say that every Sunday here. One thing you don't know, at the very top is the crown chakra, and that's when we know our divine self. That word is silent, because we're here to hear God moving through the crown chakra to activate all the chakra systems. See, when one chakra is out of place and it feels stuck, it affects everything else. So the healing might be just to clear an area in your life and allow this energy to flow through and as us. Let's take a moment here. Everyone go within. And let's practice the Om together, because we're going to say that later on. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale, release. Let's Om together. Inhale. The Om is the sound of healing, sound of the universe. Today, our core value is healing.
Chain, I'm wearing it round my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car. Wherever I choose to go, it won't take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's 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 golden, golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my soul, singing loud and strong. I'm grooving all day long. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my soul. I'll be high stepping, y'all, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden, 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 golden, living my life like it's 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 golden, golden. I'm holding on to my freedom, can't take it from me. I always wanted to wear, it comes naturally. I'm strumming my freedom, playing the God in me, represent His glory. Hope He's proud of me. Living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden, golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden, 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 golden.
Say it with us, come on.
Living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Golden.
Like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. Golden.
Living my life like it's
Come on.
golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden. Golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden. Golden.
Like it's golden. Golden. Living my life like it's golden. 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 How y'all living your life? Live it like it's golden. Come on. Living my life like it's golden. Golden. Come on. Golden. Come on. All right, guys. One more time. Here we go. Come on.
Living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. Living my life like it's 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 golden. Golden.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I say it every week, we got the best house band in the world up in here. Living my life like it's golden. Oh, do y'all know what that really means? It means to do your best. It means to remember that you are the divine emanation and you are fabulous. And when you get that energy and you live your life as like you're golden, like it's golden, you give everyone else permission to live their golden life. See, here's what I do know. We are in a movement, a revolution of awakening upon this planet. We are called to live our life like it's golden. Yes or yes? Give them some more love. Yes. Whew. I love it when they get me in the good mood to teach. Y'all release something up in here. Oh, my goodness. Whew. So we have been working with an incredible book, and I have loved this book, and it took me to another deeper place of not only just becoming a minister in the way that I know I'm being called, but to be a better man, to be a better person on this planet, and it is the 4 Agreements. 4 Agreements actually changed my life, and it was written in 1997 by Don Miguel Ruiz. If you do not have this book, I'm going to invite you to change your life and grab this book because it will take you to places that you didn't even know you wanted to go. It's going to remind you of things that you didn't even know that you were doing. And it gives you the invitation to release what no longer serves from you living a life that's golden. That's what I know. This book is a practical guide to freedom. And when I'm talking about freedom, I'm talking about love, self-love. I'm talking about joy. I'm talking about happiness, true happiness. And it's called the Toltec Wisdom Book. And the Toltec people are the ancient people of the Mexican tribe that came ages ago, centuries ago, lifetimes ago, and they continue to teach these simple principles, the code of conduct. Just a reminder of what these agreements are, and I invited everyone to choose one that you're going to work with this month, and it's still not too late. First agreement, be impeccable with your word. And Don Miguel talks about this as being one of the hardest ones to begin with, but it's probably the most important because it's the easiest thing that we can do to elevate our inner work. Then the second agreement is don't take things personally, and that was the one I was called to work on. And trust me, this month I've had a lot of opportunities to work on not taking things personally. But that's how God works. That's how the universe works. When you say yes to something, the universe is going to give you a practical application to make it real. So watch out. If you pray for patience, just telling you, watch out. Last week, my friend, Reverend Tina Miggs, wow. She did an amazing job along with Jeannie Looper Smith. They held down this space. Yeah, and it was all about not taking assumptions, not making assumptions, and why we shouldn't do it. And right now, I want to bring JC and Tina into our consciousness. We're sending them healing for JC right now. Whatever's happening, my brother, we got you. God's got your back. The healing's beginning right now. Keep them in your consciousness. And today we're talking about always do your best. I thought it would be really appropriate to hear the words from Don Miguel himself talking to Oprah. Hey, Jerry, can we play that video, please?
And then the fourth one, always do your best. That's one of the reasons why I gave this to my girls at school, because if you always do your best.
Well, this is my favorite one.
That's your favorite?
Oh, definitely. Because the first three exist only in our imagination, in our mind. But with the action, we make it real. It's no longer in our mind.
Okay.
You know, we have so many ideas, but if we don't take the action, those ideas will just dissipate. But if we take the action, we really create it and we can share it with everyone.
My favorite agreement is always do your best. When I do my best, I stand taller and I smile brighter and the sun shines brighter and I feel that my work is better because I'm doing my best, and that's all you can do. And when I do my best, I feel that I am acknowledging the love and the light inside as the perfect being that I actually am.
I'm not perfect, and I'll probably slip up again and make another mistake, but as long as I know that I did my best, it really relinquishes me of fear and of regret and all those beating myself up over things.
There will be some days when my best is barely getting out of bed, and there'll be some days when my best is waking up with a lot of energy. But the thing is that when you know you've done your best, you're standing in your own light and your own joy. And when you are there in your own light and centered in your own joy, then you can do any of these agreements.
I love this agreement because it meets me where I am. You know, I'm just doing the best I can. I'm just doing the best I can. And once I know that, it takes so much of the pressure off.
Absolutely, yeah. So I love what New Thought invites us to do. We can read these texts, we can read Science of Mind, we can read the Four Agreements, we can read all the books we want, but if we're not willing to contemplate what it means to us, then we are not doing the full service of learning what our best really is. So from reading this book this month, I was invited to look at my human best and my spiritual best. There are three things I want you to contemplate today and this week. Number one, our human best is based on human condition. Number two, to do our spiritual best, it is to transcend human condition by remembering our divine nature. And number three, our spiritual practice is to remember who and what we are at all times. For me, that is doing our very best. And I love what Don Miguel talks about in this book, says that our fourth agreement is all about action of the first three. So we get into action of the first three. See, here's the story of doing our best. If we say, I'm going to be impeccable with our words, and we say something that is not kind or loving to someone else, we can go, oh, I caught myself. I'm going to push the restart button. That's doing your best. If you are thinking that you don't want to take things personally and you do, and you catch yourself and you go, hey, Rev Skip, you're taking that personally. It's not about you. I'm pushing the restart button. That is doing your best. If you make assumptions about me and you and me, you know what happens, and you catch yourself, that is personally doing your best. Your best is about awakening and how you can be better and how you can do things better in your life. That is what we're here to do. Doing your best can be from the moment of you doing one thing until an evolution happens to you doing that same exact thing. And what I'm reminded of, the first time I ever took yoga over 30 years ago. Yeah, someone's laughing because they know. And when I took yoga, for the very first time, my best was just to stay in class. I wanted to leave. Anyone else felt like that the first time you did yoga? You were like, what is this? And now I'm teaching yoga. I'm teaching yoga here on a Wednesday morning, 7:15. We do yoga and meditation. And my yogis in the house, y'all know what we're doing up in here. We're doing great things. So my best now is to guide people to understand the love of their mind, body, and spirit through yoga, the healing of yoga. That is what I'm here to do now, and that is my best every time I come in on a Wednesday morning. I'm so very, very, very clear that the first time I did a hot yoga class, I was in Bikram yoga with Bikram. Halfway through the Bikram heated yoga of 100 degrees, I got up and left, and I said, this is not for me. And now, my best is I teach a heated yoga class at Yoga Factory, and the owners are actually members here. Hi, Veronica. She has been a member here for years, and the other owner is a member that was on where the other church was, where the other center was. So I get to do a heated yoga every Saturday morning at the Yoga Factory. And I am very clear, my best of staying and leaving the class and coming up and teaching yoga class has shifted. It has shifted. Do you remember the very first time you meditated? The first time I meditated, I went to my meditation teacher and I said, that was an awful meditation. That was a terrible meditation. I kept thinking. And Reverend Coco Stewart said to me, Skip. Stop. There is no good or bad meditation. There is just meditation. And we sit and we do our best. And that shifted me. That gave me permission to not to have what it should look like, because that is our own deception. It was to really understand that doing your best is at the moment you meet yourself. You meet yourself. See, our best is going to shift because life shifts. Here's what Don Miguel talks about in this book. He writes this: everything is alive and changing all the time, so the best will sometimes be high quality, and other times it would not be so good. And that's all our perception. That's all our perception. See, when we talk about the human condition, we talk about our life, it's going to be different from our best as when we show up and we are tired, and we didn't have a good night's sleep, or when we're rested. Our best is going to shift when we're having an appearance of sickness, or we're experiencing something that is holding us down, or when we're feeling healthy, we're feeling in our stride, we're feeling the body tempo feels so good. That is going to shift. It's also going to shift when we're experiencing joy and we're experiencing happiness versus when we are in the midst of a dark night of the soul, depression. Our best will shift. But it doesn't mean that we can't show up to do the best we can at that moment. It is based on our human condition. How about the time that we're experiencing a flow of abundance, flow of money coming through the door, we're feeling good, versus the time that we're in the midst of an inflation, we're in the midst of lack and limitation, and it is a seemingly lack and limitation. Our best is different. What about in our relationships? When it's harmonious and Pookie and Nene, they're all up in us, and we're like going, yeah, this feels so good, and you're. But what about those times that you are upset, you are jealous, you are angry? Our best shifts. So how do we transcend our human condition to show up and to do our best? It's very simple. Simply do your best, no more or no less. Simply do your best, no more, no less. When we outreach or overreach during our best, this is what happens. We get tired, we are exhausted, we're feeling less than because we haven't reached that goal. I don't know about you, but I am a recovering perfectionist. And I set these standards of height that I want to reach, and I'm overreaching. I'm not doing my best. I'm doing 110%, which I've never gotten that statement. If there's only 100%, how do you outreach and do 110%? It's not possible. But we set it up, and this is what happens. We lose our vitality, our energy. For a moment right now, let's take time. This is our solar plexus right here. Here's what I want you to do. If you're not feeling energized, I just want you to tap right here. This tap. This tap. Tap on the solar plexus right here. Let's give it a little tap. Keep on. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Close your eyes. Breathe in that vibration. That's how we fire up our energy. And when we overreach, we lose that energy. It feels like it's depleted. Here's what happens when we underreach our best. We feel frustrated because we know we mailed that one in. Or we are in the middle of self-judgment, guilt, and regret. A lot of this happens when we work on jobs or we work in jobs that are unfulfilling. But how do we transcend a job that's unfulfilling? We got to ask two questions. Why do I work? And who do I work for? If you ask that question to most people who are not in a spiritual community like CSL, they might say, oh, I work for a check. I work to pay my bills. I work to take care of my family. And listen, that's all great, but that does not fulfill us. Working for a check does not give us the spiritual fulfillment that we're looking for. Or you ask, who do you work for? Most people say, I work for a person, place, or a thing. Repeat after me. I work to fulfill my divine purpose. Now, can you say it like you mean it? Let's say it again. Hold on. Let's say it again. All right. I work to fulfill my divine purpose. Yes, well, we're going to get better at the call and response here. But repeat after me. I work for God. I work for love. I work for spirit. Because we are divine beings first, everything that we do, we're working for spirit. We're working for God. We're working for the universe. We do not work for a person, place, or thing, although that is the delusion. Listen, we are love. We are oneness. We are abundance. We are gratitude. We are compassion. We are kindness. We are these divine qualities. That is our true nature of who and what we are. So every time that we go out to work, we are going to share these divine qualities. That's our divine purpose. See, if you work for a check, it's never fulfilling. But if you work to share your divine gifts, then that's when it becomes fulfilling. If you know that you're stepping out the door and you work for God, how are you going to show up? Maybe a little bit more with pep in your step. Maybe you're going to show up with a different purpose and a different vibration, energy, because you work for the divine emanation of life. You work for God. So we work and we work all week long, and a lot of us get that paycheck and we feel unfulfilled, and we go and we spend money, and trust me, Amazon doesn't need any of my money ever again. They have enough. But we think that we need a new pair of black pants, and we have 77 in them that in our closets that we aren't wearing right now. See, we get into this illusion of fulfillment because we're working for the check. So what do? We go and spend the check. But if we're working for our divine gifts, that can never be depleted. We stop working for the reward. This is what Don Miguel says in his book here. He says, if you take action just for the sake of doing it without expecting a reward, you will find that you enjoy every action you do. Reward will come, but you are not attached to the reward. Here's why y'all get the reward, because you are a divine emanation of God. That's why you are blessed and you are a blessing. Your reward will come, but we're not attached to the reward. We want to show up and do our best for the presence of God. Listen, work is what we do to make money, but livelihood, right livelihood, is the thing that you know that you have to do, that you were born to do. I look at Jeannie Looper Smith. She's a writer. She's born to be a writer. I look at Antonio and Maylene. They're born to sing. What are you born to do? See, your livelihood is what you came here on this planet to do, to shift, to be a beneficial presence on the planet. That is what you're here to do, is to share your gifts. I just moved from, it's been a year now, not just moved, I got to say that. I've been here for a year. I moved from LA, and we have a lot of actors working as waiters. And that's okay, because they know they're actors. We have a lot of teachers that are screenwriters. We must get clear of the inspirational spark that lives within all of us. There is an inspirational spark that says, you got to do this. You got to go out there. You have a vision that's living within you. And when you participate in this vision, you are showing up as your best. When we get to express who and what we are, we're showing up as our best. Here's what Don says about that. Expressing what you are is taking action. Oh, express who you are. You can have many great ideas in your head, but what makes the difference is the action. Without action upon an idea, there is no manifestation, there is no results, and there is no reward. We all have that spark of inspiration. You have that thing within you that you know you're supposed to be doing. Take action. Is it creating that YouTube channel, or is it maybe creating that website, or maybe writing that book? What are you waiting for? The divine saying, take action. Take action. Don't wait. Because the earth needs you. This planet needs your gifts and your talents. And it's not about making money, because the war is going to happen. It's about you sharing your gifts. So I had a great conversation with Edward Vione. If you don't know who Edward Vione is someone that Dr. Chris introduced me to. And he is actually our executive director. He is the spiritual leader of all of CSL. He is now my friend. He is now my mentor. He is now someone that I call on, I call quite a bit, or I text, and he has guided me through. And I was going through a little something about a week ago. And I called him up and said, Edward, man, I'm having trouble hearing God. I'm hearing everyone else, but I'm having trouble hearing God. And Edward goes, well, what do you want people to know? And I said, well, I kind of want them to know I have a vision. He goes, stop it. Stop wanting people to hear your vision. Go out and live your vision. Be your vision. He also said to me, know that you are absolutely fabulous. Know that you are the divine. Know that you have purpose. When you believe it, this is the other thing that really shook me up. He says, when you believe it, other people are going to believe it in you. I'm believing today. I'm believing in the vision, and it takes time for us to pray, meditate, cultivate this vision that's within us. Once we know it, everyone else will know it. And the other thing he said to me, Rev Skip, and when someone like your mentor calls you Reverend, it's time to listen. He says, you can't do it wrong. Go out there, believe in yourself. Here's what I do know. I do know that we are all experiencing lack and limitation, sometimes heartbreak. We are in our health challenges. We are in places that really shake us up. And you're like, how can I come and do my best when I'm in the middle of a health issue? I remember another teacher of mine, Michael Beckwith, invited us in a great book called Spiritual Liberation. And we're going to be using that next year for one of our books of the month. And he says this, if you're in a dark night of the soul, you want to know how to get out of a dark night of the soul? This is what we need to do. What divine quality would you cultivate to get through the dark night of the soul if it would last forever? So again, reminder, we are love, joy, oneness, abundance, grace, prosperity. We are power, we are compassion, we are kindness. That's our divine nature. So what would you cultivate to make that shift? See, we need to focus on the divine quality of where we want to shift to. We want to focus on the divine quality. So to show up to do your best, if you're experiencing sickness, we got to show up. We got to cultivate wholeness. If there's a lack of limitation in your life that you're experiencing, let's cultivate abundance and prosperity. If you're going through a dark night of the soul and depression, let's cultivate joy. If you're in the middle of your heartbreak, cultivate your self-love. See, we must focus in on what we want versus from the place that we're moving from. Here's another quote I want to share with you, and this is a quote that I live by my life. Focus on the divine quality of what you want to shift in your life. That has been my ultimate change right here and right now, is to focus in on seeing a room full seeing my life as being the minister I'm called to be, stepping up and knowing that this vision comes from God and trusting the vision that's within me. I truly believe that this is the time of my life, and I get to experience it here at CSL. So just a reminder for this week, I want you to cultivate, as you're showing up to do your best, I want you to cultivate this. Our human condition is based on our human best is based on our human condition. To do our spiritual best is to transcend the human condition by remembering our divine nature. Our spiritual practice is to remember who and what we are at all times. Let's take a moment. Let's go within. So I am so grateful. I am so grateful for this time that we get to gather here to do our best. And knowing that each and every person has said yes, showed up today as a divine emanation of God. Today is a day that we get to celebrate life. We get to celebrate these divine qualities that we are. And to know that we are divine is to know that that is our very best. So today we get to transcend human condition and step into the consciousness of the oneness of God. This is what I know for each and every person that's sitting here today. Oh, I give thanks. I give thanks, and as we elevate our consciousness, as we rise up in our vision, the world will follow along. They will meet us to where we are. Oh, I give thanks today, knowing that each and every person is blessed and a blessing, and I simply allow it to be. And so it is. Amen and amen. Blessings, everyone. Thank you so much. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Life is good. Life is good. And if this message spoke to you, this is the time that we get to support the message that you're hearing, that it can be told over and over and over again to many, many, many generations. This is the time that we get to celebrate what we call the law of circulation or the law of giving. So there are these three T's that I'm very, very invested in here that we get to share: our time, our talents, and our treasure. See, as we are blessed, we're called to bless others. Inviting y'all to experience the law of giving. And the law of circulation says, as we give, that's how we shall receive. So knowing that we are giving for a divine purpose. I want to thank our TPL members who constantly give on a constant basis. And if you're thinking about TPL, also known as the Prosperous Life, what a name, what a name. This is a time that you can set up your auto giving and you can make sure that our community continues to move forward and expands and expands. I'm going to ask our ushers to come forward here so that we can give a collection here in this room. But if you're at home, thank you so much for being our online community. We love you. But don't miss out on your blessing. You need to give there too. We call you forward to have your own blessing. You can go to our website, cslftl.org, or you can go to our app and hit the give button. So let's go within again. Take a moment here just to give thanks. Give thanks for all the abundance and prosperity that's coming through the door. I know that all needs are met. I know that our community is sustained. We move forward as we continue to grow and expand. Life is good. Life is good as each and every one of us is CSL. So we freely give so that we may freely receive. And so it is. Amen. Amen.
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need.
Yes. This has to be my favorite spiritual practice. It's meditation. You know, sometimes our life gets so busy and we just forget it. We just stop, be still, and know. That's what the psalmist David said. Be still and know that I am God. How about be still and know that I am love? Be still and know that I am joy. Be still and know that I am abundance. See, we get caught up into our daily hamster wheel, in the rat race. We get caught up in our experience versus getting caught up in God and spirit. It's also said that we can only connect with spirit by doing spiritual practices. And if you're not meditating, I'm going to invite you to download in your app. It's called Insight Timer. Insight Timer is, most of y'all are on Insight Timer, and because I see y'all following me. Thank you. But it's the #1 app for free meditations. Dr. Chris has talked about Insight Timer before I even got here, so download it. Sometimes you need to have a guided experience. Meditation is good. It will change your life. So today we're going to work with the sounds of the chakra system that we learned. We're going to go into a meditation experience where we are just going to feel the vibration of a crystal healing bowl. This has a sound as well. We're going to lead into this meditation with a song that was written by my brother Antonio. Let's hear it.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
In and through me. As me. In and through me. As me.
God is all around me.
So I invite you to go within. I invite you to close your eyes and open up your inner ear. Open up your inner eye. And as we're going through our healing process today and using the chakra system as a way to connect with the energy and the vibration, I invite you to listen to the sound and the chant and the words and the sound that goes with each chakra system. Something to do, just receive. Lam. Ram. Lam Vam Ram Yum Hum Aum Lam Vam Hum Gum Hum Aum Aum Aum
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
Every day, every day, every day, every day.
God is all around me.
And I'm thankful. And so it is. And I'm thankful. And so it is.
God is all around me.
Let's do our collective Om for our meditation. Take a deep breath in. And big exhale, let go. Let's inhale for our Om. Inhale. So it is.
Good morning, CSL.
Good morning.
Oh, come on. Good morning, CSL. That's right. We are still in celebration of Hispanic Heritage Month, ya tú sabes. So this next song is by Mark Anthony. It's called Vivir mi vida, and it means live my life. And it says, I will laugh, I will dance, live my life. I will laugh and I will enjoy life. So let's do it. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida, la, 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 la. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida, la, 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 la. A veces llega la lluvia para limpiar las heridas. A veces solo una gota puede vencer la sequía. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si así es la vida, hay que vivirla. La, la, le. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida. La, 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 la. Voy a reír. escuchar el silencio, para encontrar el camino. ¿Y para qué llorar? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. ¿Y para qué sufrir? ¿Para qué? Si duele una pena, se olvida. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. Put your hands together like this. Voy a reír, voy a bailar. ¿Para qué llorar? ¿Para qué sufrir? Empieza a soñar y reír. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. Voy a reír, voy a bailar, vivir mi vida. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida. Voy a reír, voy a gozar, vivir mi vida.
Yes. Oh. God, I'm so grateful that I'm here. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community. Wow. Life is good. Life is good. Thank you for hanging out. We have quite a few announcements today, so don't leave because you're going to miss your blessing. Just kidding. You can never miss your blessing. But don't leave. But do not leave. We have a lot of things that go on here at CSL. So for more information, you can always go to our website, cslftl.org, and find out the events and all the information about registration, or go to the app. All our events are on the app as well. We have a group of people that I depend on a daily basis, and they are our practitioners. If you're a licensed practitioner, stand up and let's give you some love today. Thank you for being here. Just to let you know, these practitioners have dedicated their life to a life of prayer and a life of service. That's what practitioners do. If you're in need of prayer, I'm going to invite you to please stay here after service. We have practitioners that are available for prayer to help you on your journey of spiritual awakening. And at home, if you need a prayer right now, please go to our website, cslftl.org. If you're already there, go to the drop-down that says prayer, or on our app, you can hit the prayer button. There's a prayer that's already waiting for you there. Or you can call our prayer line, and that's 954-990-5625. We have a youth department that's thriving, and they're learning the same exact things that we're learning here today. We have a special announcement coming up later on, so stay tuned. And also, remember, we do something called flow yoga. Yes, we do, meditation and flow. Maylene, she's there every week. Come in and fall in love with your body through yoga and meditation. It's not that scary, y'all. Now, the time might be scary. I know it's 7:15 for meditation. But, things happen early in the morning. The blessings come. The blessings come. All right, we have an incredible announcement, an incredible event that's happening October 9th. Our own member, and she's a TPL member and member of our community, Reverend Cynthia Lindemeyer, will be here being our guest speaker. She's also a candidate for one of the positions of assistant minister. So she's going to be giving her talk. We're going to also have a wonderful workshop called the Heroic Journey. I think we have a video for that Jerry?
Hello. How do you feel like your journey in life is going? Feel like you're making progress, evolving, learning, transforming? Or do you sometimes feel like you're stuck? It's like you're in a traffic circle and you just keep driving around, searching for love, for freedom from fear, for knowledge, for growth in relationships. Maybe finally you learn and you take that knowledge, you move forward, and you're so excited you want to teach other people. Well, what I just described really is the hero's journey. I invite you to this workshop, The Heroic Journey, Your Changeless Reality. And in this workshop, it'll be helpful if you've seen either The Lion King or The Matrix or It's a Wonderful Life. Workshop is really for all ages. That's why I include The Lion King. And then we will be applying the principles of science of mind and the heroic journey to your life. If you feel like you're stuck or you're ready, you hear that call for adventure, come aboard. I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah. Please join us on October 9th, and that's coming up very soon, to be with Reverend Cynthia, meet her, and come into the workshop. It is free for TPL members, and it's only $10 if you're not a TPL member, and all the proceeds will go to our community. Grateful for that. So I'm really excited about October because we have another class that's coming your way. It's called Get Centered, the teachings from the Four Agreements. I think there's someone that might want to tell you a little bit about that. Go ahead, Jerry, run that video, please. Hey there, it's Rev Skip, and I am so excited to tell you about our next spiritual class. It's called Get Centered, the teachings from the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. This was the first book that helped me on my road to transformation. It gave me the tools to take responsibility of my spiritual growth. There is 4 weeks and 4 agreements. So starting October 4th through the 25th, we're going to do a deep dive every week on these 4 agreements. The first week, we're going to study how we can be impeccable with our words. The second week, we're doing a deep dive in how not to take things personal. And then we're going to really get deeper into assumptions and why we shouldn't have them. And then the final week, we're going to talk about how we can show up to do our best. So this class is $99. So throughout the 4 weeks, we're going to have this book. So get this book from our bookstore or get it on Amazon. And most of you probably already have it. So if it actually changed your life, the 4 agreements, then this is the class for you. Because we're going to talk about it, we're going to study it, we're going to get in partnership together, and I believe that when we do this, it's going to change your life and the planet. Again, the 4 agreements, it's coming your way in October. All month, we're getting into this gem of a book. Please join us, and it's going to be so amazing. I love you, and I hope to see you there. God bless. Can you tell I'm excited about this book? This is the book that changed everything for me. And the great thing about doing a class around a book is that we really do a deep dive. And it's just not me lecturing. We're going to have breakout groups. We're going to have partnerships. We're going to have 4 agreement partnerships. And we're going to be just dissecting what this book really means. So join us. Please sign up today. For more information, you can check it out with me. You can talk to me or Maya at the front desk, or even Maria will be there at the front desk as well. So we're doing something very, very special coming up in October 21st and 22nd. It's called Party for 8. Now, you might know this as Dinner for 8, but we have opened it up to make it more of a fun experience. We're going to have a party of 8, and now we're looking for people who are willing to host. We're looking for people willing to open up their home and to host people so that we may raise funds for our community. Party for 8, if you're willing to host, please see myself or Maya or Maria. We're also looking for Sacred Service members to help us with our social media. Now, I know that I can do social media, but that's not my lane. We want people who can come forward who is willing to learn about social media and to take our message of inclusivity and love into another direction. If you're interested in becoming part of our social media team, again, see Maya or Maria. We're coming up to something I have been so excited about. It's called Gratitude Fest. You might have been hearing me talk about this. It's in November 19th. Gratitude Fest is going to be a Saturday festival from 12 to 5 right here. We're going to have a DJ. We're going to have outdoor booths. We're going to have vendors. It's going to be a big celebration that we all can come and participate. Now, we're looking for and sponsors and people who want to support us through this journey of celebrating gratitude. If you're interested, again, please see Maya or myself or see Maria. Okay, so I have one more announcement. And this announcement I can't do on my own. I'm going to invite Kirby and Jerry to come up onto our pulpit. Please give them some love. I'm going to get over here, get up here, come over here. So, I am so incredibly blessed and honored to announce that we have found our new youth director. His name is Jerry Williams. Yeah. They love you, man. You're going to do an amazing job. But I'm going to have my brother here, our outgoing youth director, to say a little bit of words about Jerry here. Yes, that's the microphone.
Good morning, CSL family. So in line with today's teaching about doing our best and being our best and greatness, I'm so honored to stand here with a friend of mine, but also somebody that has taught me a lot over the last couple of weeks about being humble and opening up your heart and trying new things and just being vulnerable. Jerry came to me about, I would say, a month and a half ago, outside of the youth department, and he said, hey, I'm interested and I want to be part of this journey with the kids. What can I do? And I said, this is great. So let's have you come in and let's have you volunteer. He has not stopped showing up since that day. He comes every week, whether he's on the schedule or not, and just was there and was present, and even came to me and said, hey, I want to teach now. I want to get in front of the kids. And that's the kind of love, passion, initiative that we want in our youth department. So I'm super excited to have him. You know, another thing that I notice about him that is absolutely amazing is every time he speaks to one of the children, he addresses them by name, and he really gets to the core of who they are and their own individuality and their own creativity. So as a community, I'm excited. I didn't want to leave the youth department until I knew that we had the right person that was brought to us by Spirit to take over and lead our children into what is going to be amazing things for all of them. And that prayer was answered. So I am excited to introduce to you the new director of the CSL Youth Program, Jerry Williams.
All of us, and sorry, I don't do good in front of crowds. How you doing? Thank you for having me, and I'm just ready to serve and do the best job I can for these kids and help them find the light that's within all of us. So
yes, absolutely. Beautiful. Stay right here. Stay right here. Would everyone stand up, please? Just stand up right now. Because this is a time of transition, and no, Kirby's not going anywhere. In fact, he's helping us with our Gratitude Fest. He's helping us to create more abundance for our community, and he's taking more of an entrepreneurial space with us. We're calling spiritual entrepreneurship, and he's moving into another direction. So here's what I want everyone to do. Please put your hands up and point them right up here to our two people right here. I want you to repeat after me. Kirby and Jerry, we bless you We love you. We thank Spirit for your service. We send you so much love for this transition of your life. You are a blessing, and you are blessed. And so it is. Amen. Yes. Stay standing and pull out your affirmation. And this is the truth about these two men right next to me and about you and ourselves. Let's do this together. Ready? Excellence is the order of the day. I release mediocrity and I embrace my greatness. And so I am, and so I shall be. Amen. Let's remember this together. There is only but one power, one presence, and that is the divine presence of God. Oh, today we get to celebrate this divine connection of who and what we are. We are the divine. We are life. We are joy. We are peace. And as we celebrate, we leave out of this community. We go spread the words and the energy of God, of Spirit. I am so grateful that today is a day that we get to change our own self and the rest of the world will follow suit. Oh, it's a beautiful day. And I give thanks. And so it is. Amen. Thank you, everyone at home. We're going to be back here next week at the same time, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And please remain standing for our final song. This is our wish. This is my wish. It's our wish too. It's our wish too, right?
This is my wish for the world. Peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Whoa, 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 yeah. Peace on earth. Whoa, peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light, let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Happy Sunday.